Hi, welcome back to my channel Nas Bakes and Cooks. Today I have come up with another recipe that is how to make a mango wool bread. I'm sure you must be curious to know how to make it, so let's get started. In this bowl I have sliced one ripe mango. This I'm going to make a puree for the bread. In this way I have made the puree. Let's transfer into this bowl and get ready with the other ingredients. Here I have taken 500 grams of flour, and here is the mango puree. But before we start kneading the dough, let's prepare the yeast mixture also. In this saucepan, I have taken 250 ml of lukewarm milk. Into this, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Since I'm using instant dry yeast, we need not keep it aside to activate. We can use it instantly. Now let's start kneading the dough. Little by little, I'm going to pour into the flour and knead it. Now I'm adding the mango puree. So I'll add the whole puree and start kneading the dough. So in this way I have kneaded the dough. Into this I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil and knead it again. You can see how nicely I have kneaded the dough, isn't it? This I'm going to keep it in a warm place by covering it with a towel for the first proving. If the weather is humid, it doesn't take time to prove. It will prove within an hour, but if the weather is cold, it will take more than an hour. So let's keep it in a warm place, and since it is humid here, it will prove within an hour. After keeping for an hour, you can see how nicely it has proved and has become double in size also, isn't it? This I'm going to punch and knead it for around 10 minutes. After kneading for 10 minutes, you can see the dough has become so soft, isn't it? Now I'm going to roll into a long shape and divide it into 5 equal portions. With the help of a knife, I'm cutting the dough into 5 equal portions. So here they are. Now let's start rolling them one by one. I have taken a portion of it. With the help of a rolling pin, I'm going to roll the dough. But before that, let's sprinkle some flour so that it will not stick onto the rolling pin. So in this way I have rolled the dough. It should not be thin but thick like this. Now with the help of a knife, I'm going to cut into thin strips. But before cutting into thin strips, let's dust the knife with some flour so that the dough will not stick onto the knife. I'm going to cut from the center, not the whole portion, but from the center. From here. In this way, I'm going to cut into thin strips. We are not going to cut till the end. So look at this, how I have cut. Now let's start rolling it. In this way I'm going to roll. Now I'm going to place it into a baking mold. Here is the baking mold, but before placing the rolled dough, I've greased with some fat so that while baking it will not get stuck at the bottom. So in this way, I've placed. One by one, I'm going to roll all the dough like that. I'll show you again how I have cut the strips. First, dust the knife. In this way, I have cut. Now, let's start rolling it. It's very easy to roll. So it's done. It's very simple, isn't it? Now I'm going to place it into the baking mold. So in this way I have rolled the dough. You can see how beautiful it looks, isn't it? So this I'm going to keep it in a warm place by covering it with a towel for around an hour. Look at this. After keeping for an hour for the second proving, it has become double in size, isn't it? So before I pop it inside the oven, I'm going to brush some fresh milk on top. I have already preheated the oven for around 10 minutes. I'm going to bake at 150 degrees centigrade for around 15 to 20 minutes. Here it is, our mango wool bread. Just now I have taken out from the oven. Once it cools down, I'll take out on a plate and show you how it has turned out to be. Look at this. So beautiful, isn't it? I will press and show you how spongy it is. So I'm sure you will try to make this bread. If you like watching my video, please give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, and please do comment also. And yes, please don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload any new videos, you will get the notifications. Thank you so much for watching my video patiently.